Ashe. No, no, no. No, no. Ashe, my dog. The great separation has been here, but now it takes a little while for things to calibrate. I don't know if you really experience right now in your setting, in your walk of life, but man, I see it so clearly and have encountered it so clearly. I'd say about 95 to 96 at least. And I'm being generous, of the people that are walking the face of this earth are botted out, are peasants in the matrix. Family, for sure family, and friends, if you have any at this point, are disconnected from their true self. And shout out to Soul, because he brought up a couple good points that I have experienced as well. We're both Libras. We're both connected. We're both high vibrating beings. And unlike him, I would say that I'm a little bit more, I've always been like this. I've always been super, sure, you could say friendly, but just open and just, hey, how you doing? I talk to pretty much I have talked to pretty much everybody. But really within the last year or so, I've really changed direction on the way that I communicate with either a neighbor, a family member, a friend, or just somebody that you just go in passing with when, like, I'm running on the bike trail, on the trails. Nowadays, I'm tunnel vision. And it took me a while to get here. It took me a while because I'd always look right at the end before you're about to pass someone on the trails when you're running, just because you don't want to, I always said to myself, the last thing that I'd want to do is like somebody saying hi and then I just ignore it. Because I've never been like that. This is a beautiful world. We're in this thing called life, and it's beautiful and it's precious, but I just feel like not only do some people take it for granted, they shit on it. And what I mean by that is they don't work on their selves. They don't have any type of self-reflection because they're disconnected and they're connected into this matrix, which is and really, it's really their lifestyle and the way that they live and the way that they personify everything is what is fucking them up. It's really the way that they perceive, they're looking at their life cup half empty versus cup half full. You don't want to fill it up or you're done. But they're looking at this world and their life cup half full or cup half empty, and then they go out and they project that into the world. And I can tell you right now, here we have it here, documented. I'm done. My energy is too precious. My energy is too priceless to just be giving it out and giving people chances. Literally, one moment in the same hour, you're like this, and then the next moment, you're a bot. One moment, you're like, oh, hey. And then the next moment, you're not even saying anything. And you're passing by people without even acknowledging or there's just a disconnect. There's just an inconsistent frequency. And again, I'm done with it. There was not too long ago where I was discussing with somebody. I was like, man, I just had this crazy dream. And this person said, you're in your dreams. So blah, 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 basketball team plays today. And they started talking about that. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I said, wait a minute, didn't you just hear me? Like I wanted to share something with you. And then this person said, yeah, I know. So yeah, they play today at this time. My mind was blown, and I'll probably never forget that. I'm talking about people who you've known for that you would never expect. But then you got to sit back and you got to reflect. Like, oh man, these people are disconnected. These people are peasants. They're bots to the system. There'll be colleagues that I work alongside, or I have accounts that I work with, And the retirement homes, don't even get me started on how unethical retirement homes are, but that's neither now or here. It's part of the matrix. There'll be colleagues that I go and I have to go to a point of contact. And mind you, we've been out to eat before. Shoot, I've met their family. We've been snowboarding. And after all these experiences, you'll go and you'll talk to them again. Or you'll say, last week I was like, hey, they ended up changing careers, changing businesses, and this is who my point of contact was at one of my accounts. So, I feel like, I felt appreciative. I felt appreciated, and I felt like they always kind of, they used me. And not to say that like they're doing me a favor. Like, I provide a great service when it comes to cleaning carpet, right? All around, whether it's cleaning the carpet or whether it's just, communication. Top tier, 5 stars, check me out. But I go and I reach out to them. I say, hey man, how's everything going? How's the new job? They literally respond. I sent about like 3 or 4 sentences. My soul, my heart was just like, hey man, just see how they're doing, man. Just because, they're out of the business now, you still want to keep, in contact. This person says, not pretty good. That's all they said back. And I'm just blown away. It's like, damn, that's all you got to say. And this has happened before in another scenario when I'm not even going to go into that, but it just seems like people are so cut off from not only being genuine, but being like aligned in who they truly are. I don't have any more time for it anymore. I literally have no more time for it. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be displacing ourselves. And I promise you, within 24 hours, you're going to feel a disconnection. You're going to feel it. Because we're done with giving out chances anymore. We're done with exchanging energy to people that not only don't appreciate it, but don't. And I'm not saying you got to give me energy back. But damn, can't you just be genuine for 1 second? Anytime you want to talk about something that's real, like everybody, bro, even more than 96, 97, 98% of people, they want to talk about surface level shit. They want to talk about UFC fights. They want to talk about the government and politics. They want to talk about sports and all of these things. And the thing is, oh, sure, I'll entertain you. I'll talk to you for a little while. I know how to navigate through that. But as soon as you want to talk about something that you want to talk about, nah, that stuff's stupid. Nah, man, I don't have time to listen to that. Man, here you go again. When the whole time, you are the one being corralled, blindfolded, and when you're talking about politics, sports, any of this stuff. Because listen, I'm not trying to boast or anything, but I got a lot of truth. I have a lot of light, and it's accumulating every single day. I got a lot of light. But you got the audacity to go, oh man, you're always talking about this type of stuff. When it's the fucking truth. It's the truth. But you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make that son of a gun drink. And that sure stands truthful to whenever you're communicating with any peasant bot in this world, and you try to at least, all right, hey, we talked about you. We talked about your stuff for a little while. Can I share you something that I'm passionate about? Truth, honesty, integrity. Can I speak about that? No, you get shut down. Okay, well, guess what? That'll be our last conversation. I'm still going to play the game to change it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not about to Mars and Cancer you. I'm not about to blow up in your face. I'm just going to change my energy and shift out of your environment. It's that simple. And when it comes to giving chances, I've given so many chances. If I had a penny for every chance I've given, or for every benefit of the doubt I'd given, I'd be living up on a hill somewhere. Brand new, beautiful home, 10 houses, 12 bathrooms, 17,000 acres. So we're done with the chances, because right now in this world, the great divide is here. And I don't care if it's your best friend from preschool. I don't care if it's your closest relative. If they're in the matrix and they don't want to listen, or they don't care to gain truth, and they still know that this world is twisted, in the sense of the people who are running it and who are shoving bullshit down your throat through propaganda, Prize Picks, right? All of these pills. I mean, tell me why the football or the sports industry is catering to alcohol. Why is LeBron James sponsored by Hennessy when we're talking about athleticism? Why are we talking about Bud Light when we're talking about, Super Bowls and football? Because it's all a game. It's all a game. So you gotta just leave all that in the past. And I know I'm speaking with some vigor. I know I'm speaking with a little bit of passion and a little bit of intensity, but this is what it is. And sometimes you got to really, really just speak your truth, and you got to really start to make those changes for yourself. That's it. Because otherwise you're going to be stomped on, you're going to be ran over, you're going to be chewed up and spit out. You're going to be you, when really you are a true God or goddess. You are truly the one with the keys. You are truly the one with the light and the love. And all these people out here are fake as can be. Dyeing your hair. You're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And you're dyeing your hair every day and trying to put on this facade to the world. And that's why, I look at myself, and that's why I'm so comfortable. Like, people say, whoa, look at your hair. What are you doing with your hair? Or, oh man, like sometimes even very, very rarely, some people will talk about the beard. It's like, maybe I'm just being me. Maybe I'm comfortable with how I look. Like, truly, like looking at me, like, this is me. This is fly. This is fire. Ain't nobody can do exactly what this looks like. But everybody's so quick to run to the barber shop, or ladies are so quick to run to the beauty store and get all this stuff, and literally putting makeup on like a clown, because you're uncomfortable with your true self. Stay away from these people, man. Stay away from these people, because when they're up and they're feeling good, sure, they'll be nice and they'll hey, how you doing? But as soon as something goes wrong in their world, or as soon as they're not happy about their environment, they're gonna treat you like dog shit. And all that makeup and all this stuff is gonna look so funny and funky on them, because you're not even truly being who you are. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm not saying, don't take care of yourself. That's not what I'm saying. That's quite the opposite. But all I'm saying is that a lot of people are doing things for reasons that are outside of themselves. They're monkey see, monkey do ass people, right? Imagine going out into your job, the workforce. I don't like to say work, but imagine going out, doing your job, right? And then you come back around to your friends or your family, and you're rude as hell. And you're short and you're closed off, right? Imagine that. But at the same time, when you went out to the job and you talked to all these people that you don't care about, right? Or you don't care about, or you truly have no connection with, you're like, hey, how you doing? Hey, Roger. Hey, Jenny, how are you? When truly you don't give a shit about Roger or Jenny. But then you come back home, or you come back into your friends group, and you have a shit attitude to your actual, your so-called people, your friends, your family. That don't make no fucking sense, do it? That don't make no sense. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, but all I'm trying to say right now is really, it's always been the time. It's always been the time. But really all we got is right now. So as I continue and say, right now is that time Anybody ain't working for you, anybody inconsistent with their energy, get them out. Get them out. Out of the way. Done. Okay? I'm not saying be rude. I'm not saying be disrespectful. I'm not even saying you got to bring it up and tell them what's going on. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is for you to shift into your alignment, and anybody that is not matching your frequency, you don't exist. You're gone. You're caught up. You're wrapped up in the rapture, in the matrix. You're done. You're twisted. You're a bot. You're a drone. You're a peasant now. You can call it tough love, or you can call it real love. You can call it whatever you want. But anybody that's not on your same wavelength anymore, that's it. Because you have this life and this life only. You have so much to share to this world, especially if you're still watching this video. And I say that because obviously we're seeing eye to eye. Obviously you can relate, or you're using this. You vibe out with this. You match the frequency. And of course I'm speaking to myself too, because this is my journey that I'm sharing with you. But right now is the time. Cut them off, right? You could still have love for your friends. You could still have love for your family. I'm not saying don't love anybody. Like that's not what I'm saying. Still have love for everybody. But start to just work on your own accord now. No more shout out to no more loose fries, no more handouts. Because like again I said, your energy is priceless, is godly, is goddessly, is precious. And every time you give a little piece out to somebody that you know is inconsistent, or that you know has a low vibration, and that you know is a bot, it's like playing the lottery. Shoot, 1 out of 10, probably 1 out of 100 times, you may get that reciprocated energy. You may get that moment. But the other 99 times, you're draining yourself and giving your, say, water, life force to somebody when they're not reciprocating it back, and you guys are both building and spiraling upward in vibration. We're not doing that anymore. It's 2025 now. 9-year completion. It's time to complete. Because when we get into 2026, all cards are out on the table. That's 10. That's 1. New beginnings. That's it. That's it. Keep your eyes focused. I run every single day. I'm not saying anything to anybody on the path. I'm straightforward. And listen, it's out of love. Trust me. Who I am to the core, I have always been, hey, how you doing? Hey. But man, every 1 out of 10 people, they'll look at you and they'll just look away. I don't got time for that anymore. I got a strong, godly, abundant, infinite vibration. And now it's time to put it into me, and it's time to put it into the world where it belongs, and where it's deserved, right? And where it matches the frequency, other than giving it out to anybody else that is going through. Listen, if you need some help, or you know what I'm saying, you need some alignment, when I see that you come at me right and correctly, I'm always gonna be there. I'm always gonna be there. But until you start making some shifts and some changes, you're gonna see nothing but dust. You ain't gonna see me. You're not gonna see me. You're not even gonna see a reflection. You're not gonna see nothing, right? Because this is your life. This is your life. And if you don't have boundaries and you're not doing things correctly, then you're gonna be drained. You're gonna have nothing else left for you. Love and light to all, and to all love and light. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Take care.